All right, let's talk about Netflix's smash hit thriller, The Night Agent. This is a show built on a really simple but kind of terrifying idea. What if the one phone call you're supposed to answer ends up throwing you into a conspiracy that goes all the way to the top of the government? Let's dive in. So the whole promise of the show is right there in that line. You've got an FBI agent, you've got a cybersecurity expert, and they're thrown together by one single phone call in the middle of the night. Their mission? To untangle this huge political conspiracy. It's got all the classic ingredients, right? An unlikely team-up, crazy high stakes, and this massive web of secrets where trusting anyone could get you killed. So how does a conspiracy that could bring down an entire government even begin? Well, it's not with some big explosion. It starts with something much quieter, a single, unexpected phone call in the dead of night. I want you to picture this. It's a quiet desk deep in the basement of the White House. This is the night action desk, and it's basically a phone line that is never, ever supposed to ring. It's pretty much a dead-end job for a low-level agent. Until, all of a sudden, it's not. And this is where we meet our two heroes. On one side, you have Peter Sutherland. He's an FBI agent who's basically stuck in career limbo, watching a phone that never rings. And on the other side, you've got Rose Larkin, this brilliant tech CEO whose entire life is about to get flipped upside down. Two completely different people from two totally different worlds who are about to collide. So when Rose makes that frantic, desperate call for help, Peter's the one who picks up. And in that one moment, his quiet night shift job just explodes. He's immediately tasked with protecting her, and just like that, they're thrown together on the run from a threat they can't even see yet. And once that call is made, that's it. There is absolutely no going back. The fuse has been lit, and our two heroes are immediately running for their lives. Their first goal seems pretty straightforward. Find this mysterious hard drive that has some critical information on it. But, this isn't some simple fetch quest. It's really just the first clue on a trail that leads somewhere very, very dark. But here's the thing. They're not alone, not by a long shot. They are being hunted by these highly trained, absolutely ruthless assassins. So this isn't just about finding information. It's a constant, heart-pounding fight for survival around every single corner. And this is the real paradox of their whole situation. The more they uncover, the more dangerous things get for them. Every single clue they find doesn't lead them closer to safety, it just paints an even bigger target on their backs. I mean, it's one thing to be on the run, but you gotta ask, what are they really running from? It's not just a couple of killers. No, it's something way bigger, way more organized, and it's planted deep inside the government itself. And they realized pretty quickly that this wasn't just some random attack. They've accidentally stumbled into the middle of something massive, a conspiracy that's woven into the very fabric of the government they're trying to serve. And a political conspiracy isn't just a normal crime. It's a betrayal from the inside out. The very people who were sworn to protect the country are actually the ones plotting against it. And that is the nightmare that Peter and Rose have just walked straight into. But they aren't just hiding, they are actively fighting back. They have to pull off a super risky mission inside the White House. They have to investigate an old bombing, and they even have to figure out a coded message from a hostage. Each move they make gets them closer to the truth, and a whole lot deeper into danger. And this is really the central engine of the show's tension. Every clue they find, every connection they make, it doesn't get them any closer to being safe. It just gets them closer to the heart of the conspiracy, where the most powerful and dangerous people are hiding. So all of this, every chase, every discovery, it all builds to this massive, explosive conclusion. The whole season leads to a final, frantic showdown where literally everything is on the line. The last 48 hours of the season are just a pure adrenaline rush. New, game-changing secrets come to light, and it forces Peter and Rose to scramble for any evidence they can find. Then they realize the real threat isn't something that happened in the past. It's about to happen at Camp David. And they are the only two people who can possibly stop it. And maybe the best part of all this huge, sprawling, high-stakes story is packed into a super tight 10-episode season. We're talking zero filler here. It is all plot, all tension from the first minute to the last. So after hearing all that, you might be wondering, is The Night Agent your next binge watch? Okay, let's break down exactly what kind of show you're getting into. So what can you expect? Well, think exciting, suspenseful, and definitely action-packed. At its heart, it's a classic conspiracy thriller, and it's all wrapped up in a political mystery. Oh, and if you're a fan of adaptations, it's also based on a best-selling book. If we were to look at the show's DNA, this is pretty much it. First and foremost, it is 100% a thriller. It is designed to keep you on the edge of your seat. Then you layer on a heavy dose of action, but it never forgets its mystery roots, with Peter and Rose constantly trying to piece this giant puzzle together. And that brings us to the final, lingering question that the series just leaves you with. It's the central problem for Peter and Rose, and it's the thought that's going to stick with you long after the credits roll. When the corruption goes all the way to the top, who is left to trust?